early game is done by the side of something like a Diana for the side of DNK as we load into the Rift. And Diana is one of those champions that's like known for power farming, just to farm until level 6 and then work out with some ganks, as she doesn't really have any CC and surprisingly little damage early on, can only really gank when there's like a huge overextending happening by the side of VCS Esports.
So both junglers are going to be starting on their respective red buffs. Celebrity and Palette not even going to leash DNK. How rude is that? Incredibly rude. Yes,
Incredibly rude, but they have a plan. They think they want to fight something at this very early level, as Yumi's still very weak at this point. And Slater, was he taking the bait? I think this is very bad for Slater.
Here we go. Oh my god, a cleanse and an exhaust. Slater really wants this kill. Not going to be able to find it though. In the end, both ADCs getting chunked out very low. I love the aggression coming through from Slater and BOB there.
I also love it, and I was very surprised that they could actually win this. I mean, if this would have gone longer, I think Slater and BOB would even get the kill there. Celebrity got down very, very low. Gotta say, though, Summoner spell advantage by the side of the SBTC bot lane, and the HP advantage, while it is there, it's not something really to write home about, I would say, as Yumi right now. Yumi is surprisingly bad against Lulu, as Lulu can pull him off the Yumi while she's trying to reattach, so she really needs to be careful in this matchup. But sustain-wise, I think the Genius Esports bot lane should be more than fine here.
There's a lot of healing that can come through from BOB's zoomies, and that being said, Celebrity should be able to survive a lot of the poke from Slater and BOB, courtesy of the shield that Lulu does bring, although that time around Palette doesn't want to shield Celebrity.
As you say it. And I spoke about all-ins. Not a good matchup, but on wins all-ins.
All hail the Emperor, who picks up first blood. Palette has been caught out, forced to flash over the wall. DNK is here hovering around, but Slater and BOB really getting the better of this 2v2 matchup.
That's the case, and also in this top lane matchup, it just seems to be an Emperor-sided matchup, not just a Gwen-sided matchup, as we just see Blazes also against 3 members.
Well, Blazes is kind of screwed there. There's not much he can do against 3 members, as we're going to see how Coated died here.
Just took a brittle proc to the face, which is a lot of damage, of course, and he also is in the very huge minion wave. But if he attacks Emperor here, the minions will get very, very angry at him.
That flash!
Not even needed. Yeah, very good flash. Also getting this searing charge into the wall and Gwen himself, so it's just also the knock-up coming out and all this raw damage coming up by Emperor. Yeah, the minion wave didn't really even play to effect there, but this just means that Cold has to go hard or go home, and ultimately lost it to the Ornn. And mid lane was also a disaster, right? I spoke about DNK on this Diana not really being an early ganker. If we get such a free invite by the side of Blazes, yeah, just take the kill and accelerate Diana against Wukong. Also something you really don't want to have, and SE with a brilliant early game start already.
Yep, 2 kills to 0, a 1k goal lead. Things are looking fairly good, and well, the Emperor rises once again, and Emperor has had such a phenomenal split so far. He was our most improved top laner back in spring, and he's just continued that trajectory, and now just looking hands down the best top laner. Hero and Kiai are the only 2 that's really competing with him for that spot, but Emperor's just been consistently performing so well, as now we're seeing Dia1 maybe stepping too far forward, and this time Genius want to find their revenge. A flash over the wall, but the chase comes through from Yijin. Ignite ticking down, tries to get to the blast cone, but Yijin will be able to get the kill.
Yeah, just Dia1 trying to buy some time with his flash. Ultimately, it was further, like, it was because he was against 4 members with the Yumi empowered Yijin just chasing him down, giving away 1 kill. And yeah, as you addressed it, I wanted to get you to name better top laners than Emperor the split, and I think there isn't really anyone. I mean, Kiaya had a very rough start to the split, and so far, I mean, this series earlier, he looked very, very good. Kudos to him, but overall, I think Emperor had probably the best top laner overall. I think Hero is to some extent just the worst version of him, and Kiaya so far hasn't really done Kiaya things as much as he did in the other splits.
I mean, Kiai did have that insane Gnar performance against Hero when he played on Gnar, I think, in pretty much every game of that series. There's also, I feel like Hero's been the more lane-dominant top laner compared to Emperor, but I don't know, I just feel like Emperor, both in lane, outside of lane, it's just all been so good from him.
I just don't forgive Kiaya for this early game phase where he played like top lane Sejuani and didn't really attribute to anything. Yeah, either way, Yijin just now escaping, Dia1 just busy with the clone, as he's even in CS against Ari, Zerka's Rush coming out for him. Also, one item build, talking point I want to address here is, of course, the Chovy item build for the side of Yone. It could happen here again, right, with the Sunfire Cape into Blade of the Wound King for the side of Yone to deal insane amount of damage while still being decently tanky or not being able to get one combat by literally anyone.
And going back to what you talked about as well, as we've got a call off the Forge God in the top lane, flashing forward is DNK. And we'll be able to get the kill on to Coated as DR1 just has a short trade with Blazes in the mid lane.
He has that. He also still has his Fate Sealed available, so it could just be Blazes dying to a null-in if he happens to land this ultimate. It is, however, a somewhat telegraphed spell, at least for pro players. As Yijin, he was kind of clone baiting them. That was actually very smart. I think he knew he was in vision, so he pretended to be the clone to really make the bot lane from SBTC panic, and they actually backed off. That would look cool.
Very sneaky from Yijin on the Wukong. First drake of the game is up, and we saw Gam picking up the first 2 drakes of both series. I think in game 1 of this series we saw SBTC able to get the early drakes rather uncontested, as the Fate Seal has now been used in the mid lane, and that's presumably why Blazes is out very low.
Yeah, we see it in the HP, but that Fate Seal got indeed used. However, Blazes on his own still is Ignite, so DR1, if he happens to go for a different kind of play, could still be challenged. Oh no! Yijin went into the Moonfall from DK.
Forced to flash over the wall. Did not think that there was a Diana taking his Raptors.
Yeah, didn't expect the chickens to be that contested, as of course they play against the chicken team. They should have known. I mean, it's just not opposite. They are going for this. Either way, DNK, yeah, level 6 against level 5 can do a lot against something like this Wukong. And also in general, I like this Diana pick a lot because it's also just, yeah, great pairing with the Yone. Not as good as Yasuo, but still very, very good. And also AP jungler against Wukong. Celebrity, oh, that's toxic. He might just die to it, but Lulu's shield will probably keep him alive, as it just now does.
But to the rescue just in time. I'm not sure if the poison was going to be enough. It would have been close. I think we may have got into the low double digits, but I don't think that would have killed him personally.
Same. I think it wouldn't kill him, but might just use it. Better safe than sorry, right? You don't just need to silence the viewers and just calculate it and then just not press the shield when you have it on cooldown anyway and could use it. As a Drake will likely get taken by VCS Esports. Yeah, not really something a Lulu can do against that, as Palat tries to maybe throw a Glitter Lance. Yijin poked very, very low, but still very happy to take this one. Gotta say so, Herald on the other side, and I think first Herald definitely of a very much higher value. Could be used in the top lane as well to really break open that matchup. As of course playing on the tank would sound weird, but this Gwen is struggling so much and might just get solo kill again.
And there's just nothing that Coated can do as soon as the call of the Forge lands. Slater has been caught out in a 1v2, gets the kill onto Celebrity. And Slater showing that he can hold his own in a 1v2 as a Twitch.
Respectable, and here we see how the 2v2 really played out. I see that there was no Ignite used. Celebrity's level 6 and the others out. Oh my god. BOB just gets one tapped basically by the Lightning Crash. An ability not even being casted for his cast damage, right? But against something like a Yumi, a champion that is that much paper, it just is enough.
Yeah.
Celebrity just wanted to ult to really go into Lightning Crash mode, but the damage just happened to kill Yumi. It wasn't even its intention in the moment, probably. But yeah, you take the kill when you have it. 2 for 1 for the side of SE, and also making the 3 for 1 as Emperor was solo killing Gwen again. He's 2 levels ahead of him.
I'm just trying to see what the current gold gap is. 3k gold is the lead for Genius right now. And it's pretty much all on this top side right now. Emperor and DNK playing very, very well in this game. As I've just realized as well, Quincy, I think we forgot to do our MVP votes for the first series.
Maybe we did. I mean, at least for the last game. Regardless of that, here we see another 1v1 all-in. This is when they are still at level 7. I mean, we can't really blame it on the experience difference, as they just now hits level 8, okay? I mean, it's 1 level difference. Yeah, it's Coated, yeah, trying to snip onto him. Yeah, Brittlepock hurts a lot, as well as the Forge God. If you push a goat into your face, then it hurts the one getting the goat into his face.
I was thinking that this could be the potential turnaround, and Coated is able to get 1 kill, gets a shutdown on it to DNK, but Emperor will flash over the wall and will be able to survive any further aggression from the side of Genius. So SBTC just dropping the ball a little bit with that play.
Definitely doing so. And DNK could have maybe flashed or maybe used his rocket belt because he's going for this offensive AP heavy Diana item build to really get going damage wise. I mean, he has a good early game, I can understand it. What I would usually expect to go for is that he goes for this tanky Diana item build, but there would be no one with like Demonic Embrace Nashos, but also Sunfire Cape or Frostfire to really get this mythic going, where you're still decently tanky but can also chunk out enemies. For something similar is maybe DR1 going, but this just now looks like sitting on a Vamp Scepter and going for, I think, the Shield Bow first. So he's going for the traditional item build and not going for this off-tanky stuff that looks a bit cheesy, but would definitely still be effective here, I think.
Talking about cheese when a rat is on the map. Aha, I see what you're doing there. However, things are looking very rough for Genius, and despite them being able to find a kill, being able to get some gold back towards their Coated, they do still find themselves trailing rather massively. I guess the only real positives for them right now is Blazes and Slader. And, well, with BOB on this Yumi, you can just sit on top of Slader, and Slader can just pop off, I guess.
That was close. DNK almost sealing the Gromp with the Crescent Strike coming in. As I think there's
what?
some yeah. That's the spoot. The spoot on the other side maybe also a little bit ill, but yeah. No offense taken. By the way, Vetvi producer, I love you. You're very cute, young man or woman. I don't know. Either way, as the Rift Herald is getting casted, 2 guaranteed platings going the way of SE as well, and with the push, it could also almost be the turret, but with 3 members from side of Genius Esports being close, it will not be more than these 2 plates itself. Not the best Herald ever, but in the league where Ego Rift Herald were a thing, I'm kind of happy that we just get a standard Rift Herald charge onto a 3 plate turret.
Yeah, and just getting some more gold in towards Celebrity. If you can fix this, bottom lane things will look good as Coated. Oh, sidesteps the play from Emperor. Oh, Emperor. Oh, dearie me, that's one way to get dethroned as a king of the top lane.
I think that last steering charge was very, very funny. It's like, oh damn, I missed the forge. God, just literally wham my head into the wall out of shame and desperation.
What happened was he missed the corner of the forge code and then he just banged his keyboard and he happened to just charge in that direction.
Yeah, it's just like both the champion and the player banged their head against the wall in this play. You will see again how it played out. This is of course how Gwen against On can work. Coded still level down fighting into the minion wave, and yeah, he just lets his needlework this time, Fortune misses, and then Emperor is just like, oh god damn it. He could have at least like bought a second.
Survive.
No, I couldn't survive. Where should he escape to? Like,
I mean, if he goes over the wall, he's out of range of Coated, right? And Coated didn't have Ghost up, so I think he could just run away.
How could you go over the wall though?
No, not over the wall, but in the direction of Coated's tower, and then he just like runs towards Krugs.
He was so low, he would die to 2 turret shots easily.
Yeah, but that's fine. You waste time. Maybe you get executed.
Yeah, I think you get like... You wouldn't get executed. You just now got hit by the Gwen in a full combo. I think you can maybe buy 1 more second. That's what I agree with. Either way, with Rake number 2 being taken by side of GE, something that isn't really the priority of SBTC Esports this game, as they take the first turret in the top side without even using Herald number 2, which is of course not on the table yet, as it will spawn in a few seconds just now. And Cody needs to be careful that he doesn't face check the Diana, which is of course counter juggling all the time, and you see also the CS discrepancy in the jungle. It's very, very huge. Wukong is doing a lot of things well in the current meta as a jungler, but not power farming, as Diana really in a position to really clear out the jungle in quick speed, and Yijin struggles to find anything.
Can I just say, how disrespectful is Emperor? He's going up against the Gwen. Can you count how many magic resistance items he has?
1. Frostfire Gauntlet has 25 MR because it has 1 null magic mantle within it. People tend to forget that. Either way, Celebrity, yeah, you're very, very big right now, as Pilot uses the Wild Growth onto him, and also a mid lane all in.
Like, also, I would just like to clarify, I knew that it had magic resistance in it. I am aware of that. I was just like, it's just the fact that he's now going for more armor with a frozen heart as well, just essentially saying, look, Coated Blazes, I don't care about you guys at all. The only worry that I remotely have is Slater's Twitch.
Understandable, have a nice day. Is what I say. I gotta say though, Frozen Heart has some value against the Gwen because Gwen is also kind of an auto attacker. Either way we see Day 1 here. Yeah, he has to snap back in Jijin. Has a second Cyclone cast, so it will be a dead Day 1. And as I say that, I mean Frozen Heart, just a good gold efficient item overall. Gotta say though, if he really would respect Coated and his Gwen, he would have more MR for sure. I mean, you could at least just drop in another null magic mantle, go for like Force of Nature second or something. You don't even need a full item, maybe just a Negatron cloak is enough. But he wasn't going for that. Maybe it would have helped him in this other all-in that he was losing. And regardless of that, SE Esports now, they need to maybe propel the gold lead. Emperor in a 1v3 right now, and he will likely go down.
Actually, Slade is taking so much damage. He's forced to flash as well. Maybe picking up the armor was a pretty good thing for Emperor, because he's just saying, look, I don't want to lane into Coated anymore. I'm laning against Slater and Yijin now.
Nah, he should have just gone blasting one to have more damage on the Forge God. So
True.
you can actually kill him with the double cast of it. I mean, you of course have damage scaling on the resistances as well on Ornn, because Ornn is just that good of a champion. Regardless of that, mid lane turret, #1 being focused down. And what my overall talking point was, this game, Genius Esports is scaling very, very well. They got the first 2 Drakes and they are only down 3k at 17 right now. I mean, the gold lead was 3k like 7 minutes ago as well. And SE is playing very sloppily. This could be a game where Genius Esports find the upset.
As we said in game 1, GE stands for Grief Esports. They're in the first stage of grief. They're in denial. They still believe that they can beat SBTC. And we have checked for the next stages. The next stage is anger. So we're waiting to see the angry plays, you know, the desperate coin flips around an objective.
I think maybe anger was already what Coated did to Emperor earlier, where he was like actually winning the first one. And maybe we go to bargaining very, very soon, as Rift Tide #2 gets used, but this will be the mid lane tier 1 to it for sure. And maybe SE just goes for more here. And this is a very important photo point, I would think, because this is a very important map control point in general. And Drakes are watching Esports is really fighting over, and dropping the mid lane tier 1 to it can be very detrimental in the negative sense. As if SE just now starts racking up Mountain Drakes, potentially up to 4 Mountain Drakes for something like an Ornn, they will be very, very hard to kill even for Twitch.
Maybe this is a bargaining right now. Genius saying, look, you want to play on the bottom side? We're just going to let Coated get some tower plates on the top side.
I think this is bargaining for sure, yeah. It's literally what bargaining is all about. But then later on, you know what's about to come. It will be depression, so maybe this will just be the loss of a Baron, the loss of a Mountain Drake, as DR1, yeah, he's fighting the 1v3 right now. Or maybe it's just them bringing DR1 into depression.
So, the thing is, I really want to go down the 5 stages of grief, but genuinely, Genius Esports are finding ways into this game. They're keeping the goal lead or their gold deficit relatively stable, only 3.5 or 2.5k gold behind. So it's a respectable deficit, and Yijin is very strong. Slater caught out, no flash available, but will be able to cleanse the slow. A Celebrity hopping over the wall, but will not be able to land the Ultra Shock laser on to Slater.
Yeah, just that, and maybe they're just rushing through these stages of grief pretty quickly. I mean, maybe it's just them already being limit testing after they put DR1 into depression. And the acceptance is the last stage, so this will actually be when they are finally online with their composition. As I say that though, it will be the Mountain Break right now. Looks to be prime position for the side of SBTC Esports, as also the Scarlet Crab vision got faded away. And as I said before, mid lane T1 to it is gone. But as I said, maybe DNK is too late for it. It could be the third break uncontested for them.
The Searing Charge did not find the knock-up onto Blaze. Blaze is trying to bait Emperor to dash towards him so that he can then sidestep the knock-up. Can't do it that time, and Blaze is actually not doing very well into this one, but just buying time for Yijin to be able to secure the third Drake of the game, and that's 3 Drakes. That's Mountain Soul point as well for the side of Genius.
It's definitely starting to get scary now. SE has kind of been doing nothing the last 10 minutes. I mean, it was a 3k gold lead then. This is a 3k gold lead right now. Maybe even a bit less than that. Got every single Drake so far. The top lane matchup that went so brilliantly for them isn't working that good anymore. And Yijin could just dive Emperor.
Yep, and Blazes is following as well. Spirit Rush lands a charm. Yijin gets the kill. Now there's a teleport from DR1. Celebrity is slowly making his way over, but until then, this is a 2v1 play. Dashing out of the Fate Steel is Blazes, and now they can look to dive DR1 under
Shield
tower.
bow.
Immortal Shield Bow will give a very nice shield as the Ultra Shock laser will land, and that's a kill for the side of SBTC. And Palette makes his way over and picks up a free kill onto Yijin.
Palette even takes a shutdown, which is something that he probably doesn't even want to have. Wants to have it likely on the side of someone like Celebrity or maybe even DR1, as he shows us how really good Shield Bow is still of an item. Just making him survive that situation and just dealing so much damage to the side of Blazes, the shield really helping him survive it as well. And that is just Genius Esports overreaching a little bit. I mean, Gold Lead, as I said before, kind of stagnating since more than 10 minutes right now, but this may be an opening for the side of SBTC Esports to just instantly go for the Baron, as Legion as a smite carrier is still down, the Baron very much melting quickly. We see another replay of what happened there. TP coming out, it was looking very dangerous for DR1 as he could maybe be taken down as well. TP takes 4 seconds and a bit more to really channel, so not enough time to really help out his top laner, and DR1 makes the best out of it, buys time for his carries.
This was a point where bargaining became depression, I think. And now all that's left is acceptance for Genius. Oh, Palette, just over the wall, lands a Glitter Lance, and then the Help Picks as well to pick up the kill. Such an awkward ability name as well, Help Picks. Like, how are you meant to actually cast that?
You don't, I think. It's just like Watch Out Eep. But actually, Watch Out Eep is pretty epic, right? I mean, if you like a play-by-play caster, you can make good work of it. But Help Picks, it just doesn't give the right feel to it. Because, I mean, Watch Out Eep is something that you would usually say to the enemy, right? But Help Picks is something you say to your fairy companion. And, I think we just now went through the stages of testing and bargaining, and this was the stage where we were like, yeah, maybe Grief Esports actually wins this game, but right now, I mean, game broken open again, like 2 picks given away to SBTC, Baron as well, and now it's yet again almost 6,000 gold lead yet again for them. Also, Emperor starting to upgrade these ornaments, as he just now got the Rhymeforged Grasp on this side, and can keep upgrading his teammates' items with every level he gets, almost like around 1,000 gold worth of stats. Is what he gets per level.
I'm proud of you, Quincy, for knowing what that item name is called. I'm just too lazy to learn any of them.
I mean, you know who I am. I mean, you can guess. I know them all.
Yeah, but that's abilities. I didn't think you had spent that time for the items as well. As the Genius getting caught out as the side of SBTC continue to siege in the mid lane. Not looking to split push, just looking to fully charge in one lane, and that inner tower taking a fair bit of damage from the Baron empowered super minion that's just sitting outside of tower and throwing out purple bloblets at the tower.
Slater.
Seal goes in, instant snapback from DR1 as now Genius potentially try to turn, but Emperor just tanks up so much of the damage. There's absolutely nothing Genius can do.
And I love how you call the Baron empowered cannon a super minion. That's not quite what it is, but the damage is kind of comparable. So it actually was intentional by you. Let's just pretend it was that. Yeah. Either way of that. 100%. Just now, the results of the Baron push being strong for the side of SBTC Esports. Also very good all-in. Tried to be pulled on Slater, who had to use his flash. Also BOB. Maybe even as a panic reaction. Maybe even just to dissuade DR1 going further using the final chapter over there. And this just bought some room, bought some gold, especially for sort of SBTC Esports to fight over this next mountain break, which would be, in case they were the ones griefing it, would be the soul for the side of Genius Esports. But I think SBTC Esports right now in a very comfortable position for this, as the Baron is still on to them. They can establish priority in both mid lane and bot lane easily with it, and with their gold lead just now extending quite a fair bit, Emperor hitting level 14, and also Emperor could be the one they have to face check, which is not really easy to do on anyone's side for side of Genius Esports. It should be the Drake for SBTC and them stabilizing in this game to really do more. What is that mobility?
DNK Slater was about 2 screens away, and DNK just gets onto him in the blink of an eye. Nothing Slater can do. I can't even fault him for being overextended there.
Slater just picked ADC, that's the problem, right? You have no flash, you have no dash. He just went out of base, and that was just a mistake he really did there. And really, I just want to highlight it on a positive note, right? It was just a sick play by Palad and DNK.
Yes, agreed. Now it is the Genius getting their inhibitor tower broken, getting their base destroyed. Slater still down. For a second, I thought SBTC were going to leave the inhibitor up, but they don't. They're going to make their way down towards the Drake and deny the soul from Genius, and mean that Genius have to wait 5 more minutes for a potential way back into this game.
Very, very sad to see for them. They have to give away this one Drake. This would have been the soul for them, and also kind of getting their back broken by the sick engage by the side of DNK and Palette. It was just the Diana getting speed up by, I think, Chevaliers, then the Whimsy by the side of Lulu. You will see again how it really played out. Yeah, Chevaliers into like the ability that gives movement speed from Lulu's side, and then just double dashing instead of DNK, rocket belt further, channeling the Moonfall, and then just punishing the flashless Twitch, and it's just nothing that Slater can do. Very brilliant play by him. And with Slater being down, I mean, who deals damage on the side of Genius Esports? No one deals at least enough damage to really threaten the SBTC Esports, so they could just waltz forward, get another pick, get the inhibitor, and on the way back just get this dragon. And here just now we see, yeah, when the Crescent Strike by the side of Diana really deals damage if you just go the full AP build.
And I wasn't actually thinking about just how much maneuverability DNK has as a Diana, because you've got 2 dashes, because you can dash if you land your Crescent Strike, and then you can dash again, as right now Coated is in a 1v4, but DNK will pick up the kill with the Moonfall.
DNK really the player to highlight here. I mean, it's just, double dash from his Lunar Rush, and also like Rocket Belt being in there. He could also flash, like Chevaliers on the Lulu, the Whimsy on the Lulu. There's just so much to really get mobility from. Yeah, 2 screens away as we saw earlier. And DNK in general this game, I think he makes a good argument to be this game's MVP at least, because I mean, we have seen him on the Diana making this move early, like even pre-6 where Diana even really shouldn't be strong, getting this pick onto Blaze in the mid lane, and he never really stopped from there. I mean, he's very much dominating this game, and one of the main reasons why they are making Slater's life so hard.
I think DNK has played really well. So has Palette, I think. Also, to be fair, I think Slater and Yijin have also played well for the side of Genius. And I think, you know, for our 3-2-1 votes that we've got to do, I think I might give one of my points towards one of them. I don't know which, but maybe one of them.
Maybe Yijin. I thought what was pretty sick was that play where he was like pretending to be the clone, and he knew he was spotted, so he made the bot lane panic from SBTC. That was kind of goofy, and I kind of love him for that. Either way, Yijin has a very good game in the loss yet again this time. As there's a bit of a standoff around the Baron.
And this is just going to be SBTC looking for another play, chunking out Coated so incredibly low. And now they just turn their attention towards the Baron Nashor once again. In fact, they might even go and look for a little Deathbrush play.
Might just be. Oh, it's a very good flank.
In goes a DNK, and that's already going to be 1 of 40. The Cyclone will get used. Yijin's still alive, but not for much longer. Palette picks up another kill. Now they're looking for Blaze's Spirit rushes away. SBTC only able to get 1 kill from the play, but it is onto the jungler, and it means there is no smite available for Genius to try to steal this Baron Nashor away.
Yeah, that just means Baron, also Coated being chunked out earlier, being forced to P up to this position to really do anything against them. But I think that's maybe not even enough. I mean, they can just probably rush it down. The only really hopeful side of SBTC would be the fight itself, or for Genius Esports, so to say. And I think the fight itself can also be blocked decently by the side of Celebrity and Dubais.
Gear 1 is not involved in this fight, so this is just a 4v4. Good charm from Blazes, and in the end, Genius are able to stop the Baron from being completed. So they stop SBTC kind of converting on that kill that they found onto Yijin. And
that's very good defensive play by the side of Genius Esports, I would say, because they were kind of managing the fight decently without losing too many members. Stop the Baron, but right now, I mean, SBTC Esports does this funny play where they just keep trying and trying again until it works. Now, of course, with Yijin being better alive, it's theoretically a bit more risky, but he just might be too late for it.
Slater is here, throws the Venom Cask over the wall. Yijin just too late, and Dia1 spots out Yijin, goes in for a quick play, and for a second I thought Yijin was going to be sent right back to the grey screen, but Yijin able to survive. Now, the next objective is that Mountain Drake, which is in just under a minute's time, so Yijin, very important that he doesn't get caught out before that.
Yeah, very important not to get caught out there, and it's just very sad to see for the side of these esports to really have like this position where they were like kind of stabilizing in the early mid game, and it was like looking like they were really in the control of the late game if they happened to get there in a somewhat even state. But then SBTC Esports with those 2 picks in the bot lane and then just rushing this first Baron kind of just took over and never really let go. And per level 15 he might just go in too harshly, I would say, but he's on. He's just so tanky, he can do whatever he wants.
Good charm, Call of the Forge God comes through. Everfrost will lock Emperor down in place, and all of this from the side of SBTC, just so that they can get some priority in the bottom lane, just so that they can force Genius away from the river. Yijin's just hovering, waiting for a moment. He's going to be having eyes for Celebrity and Palette. Good whimsy from Palette means that Yijin can't find that potential flank cyclone.
Yeah, can't find more than that. Drake also not spawned yet. It will just now be in a position for SC to take, but they just right now prefer this bot lane siege.
And that's going to be the Ornn dead. So 1 kill already going to the side of Genius Esports. Now they're looking for more DNK, forced to flash over the wall. Dia1 teleporting in. Good Fate Seal will be snapping back momentarily. The Wild Growth keeping him alive for even longer. Now he's looking towards the Blazes, but it will be a shutdown for
Celebrity!
flashing forward with a lightning crash. And it is Celebrity's time to shine. Picks up a triple kill. Now looking for a quadra. Maybe could get the penta. Over the wall and goes Celebrity. Can he get on top of Yijin? Yijin is slowed. One does fire. Another. And it's a pentakill for Celebrity. No, is it not?
It is a pentakill. I think it apparently timed up, but everyone has that on the side of GS, but so I don't wonder really why it really wasn't a penta officially. But do we really care? Let's be honest, Mikey. I mean, it was a pentakill for us. It also looked like a very bad, unnecessarily risky fight for the side of SE Esports, but Celebrity wasn't having any of that. He just storms in, lives up to his name, and absolutely carried that fight with his lightning crash. And yeah, gets 1, gets 2, gets 3, gets